But I will say this, millennials, okay? I do hate hipsters. And that's the mark on your soul, okay? You gotta own that, and that's what's gonna keep you out of heaven. If you're a hipster and you're in here, I hope your scarf gets caught in the spokes of your bike and breaks your fucking neck. You jerk off. I can't stand you. You're just a bunch of jerk off rich white kids that move into bad neighborhoods, and then you act like you're from that neighborhood, right? And then you ruin the bad neighborhood. How much coffee you gonna drink? But that's what I'm having dinner with, the fucking hipster couple. Dude's name was Kevin. He's a bitch ass dude, man. Just full hipster regalia, had the beard, the flannel, the $400 work boots, even though he's never grouted a fucking thing in his life. He had a scarf on. Looked like he was gonna go hunting. That's the other thing. You can't dress like a hunter if you're a vegan and afraid of guns. Bitch ass Kevin. Fucking, they had his little angry white girlfriend. You ever see a little mousy 20-something white chick with glasses? She's like, I'm mad, I'm a white girl. Yeah. You know what I mean? A little white feminist chick. By the way, when did white girls with glasses become the new oppressed minority? Anybody get that memo? She was awful. I think her name was Phil. Just a terrible person. She looked like Mo Green from The Godfather. She did. She had big ass glasses, the fucking Mo Green hair. I pissed her off right out the gate. Well, she was from New Zealand, and I had said Australia. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, because she's like, hello, right? You know, they talk. And I'm like, oh, I go, hey, nice to meet you. You know, are you from Australia? I tour there a lot. She's like, oh, God, I'm from New Zealand. Ugh, so annoying how like Americans don't know geometry, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, that's not how you greet somebody. You know what I mean? That's like toxic shit. And that's another thing. If you're from an ethnic group where we could guess wrong, just fucking take it on the chin. Stop acting like a little bitch about it. You know what I mean? You ever piss some people off? Like, I don't know. Like, you ever call somebody the wrong Asian, they want to stab you? I don't know. Like, oh, are you from Mexico? I'm from fucking El Salvador. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Are you from India? I'm from Pakistan. Like, all right. Jesus Christ. By the way, I did Google it. India and Pakistan, they're two different countries, two different cultures. But if you 23andMe them, they're 100% same fucking DNA. I mean 100%. They were just a group of people that were here, then half of them decided to move over here. So I'm right. And by the way, that doesn't make me racist. I'm just ignorant. You know what I mean? Like, I love whatever you are, but if it means that much to you, just tell me and we can move on. Dinner was awful. And then bitch ass Kevin, he just kept talking about wine the whole time. You know how hipsters are like into one thing and that's all they do? He's like, oh, this is a good rosé. You know, we could pair this with a 1979 fucking Matt LeBlanc or whatever. Swishing around like a bitch, like a hoe. And I live out in like Agora Hills, which is like near some vineyards or some shit. Right? And then bitch ass Kevin was selling out because he's like, oh, you live over there? Do you and your wife go wine tasting? My wife's like, no. I'm like, bitch ass Kevin, what are you doing? Just so annoying, man. And I fuck words up a lot, right? I mess up a lot, man, because I stutter, which now you'll pick up on. Hey, here's the thing. Everybody always thinks I'm angry, but I have to talk aggressive, so I'm not like, duh, 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 like a dick. And plus the fact that my eyebrows weigh about 9,000 pounds doesn't help the situation, right? So as he's talking, I know the word. I know the word I want to say, but it comes out wrong, right? So as he keeps talking about the wine, I go to him, I go, you know a lot about a wine. I mean, what are you, a Somalian, right? And I knew I messed it up. By the way, you ever feel your wife's embarrassment? You ever feel it? Right? You ever just feel it? You're like, oh shit. It's pulling you. She's like, I almost said a Somalian again. It's a sommelier. And I'm like, well, you knew what I meant. And he just kept talking about the wine. Finally, I said, dude, just order a bottle, man. I said, I don't even like wine, okay? And he was like, but you're Italian, you don't drink wine? I go, actually, I'm Sicilian. And Sicily's an island. That's not even part of Italy. And you should know the difference. Yeah, who the fuck cares? I told him, I said, I don't like wine. It tastes like pennies to me. You know? I grew up with the two shitty jugs on the table with the guy's face on it. I don't know. And I gotta listen to his stories. That's the other thing I hate. You ever meet people that travel? Fucking nobody cares. You ever meet they always tell you their little adventures and shit? Nobody gives a fuck. Bitch ass Kevin. No, you, by the way, it's so stupid. Like if you went to college and you read and you travel, you're a dick. But if you grew up in 1 square mile, you're good. Nah, it's just annoying because, they always have to start the story off with like, you haven't lived. Like, you haven't lived till you've had baba ganoush on the Mediterranean. It's like, bitch, you haven't lived till you had my grandmother's gravy on a Sunday. I'll put that shit up against your baba ganoush, bitch ass Kevin. And that's the other thing with like rich kids, especially rich white kids. They like to go to countries where they don't belong, right? Like they love to do work and help people. They just show up. Hi, our parents have money, so we're gonna try and help you guys. And they mean well, but it's like, relax, just stay in your fucking lane, They do, because, they don't struggle, so the parents are like, you need to go see people struggle so you know what it's like. That's not how that works, right? You can't watch somebody starve and think you missed a meal. You know what I mean? Like just because I watch ER doesn't make me a fucking surgeon. So they're always telling you about their little adventures and shit, right? Bitch ass Kevin was like, yeah, we went to Darfur, right? Me and Phil, when we graduated from college, our parents gave us like a year off so we can backpack through wherever the fuck Darfur is. And we really like learned a lot about how other people struggle, and you haven't lived till you've seen other people die. Like, you haven't lived till you put a ski mask on and try to make rent, bitch ass Kevin. You haven't lived till you spent the night in a bush for 17 hours trying not to move. Talking to God, like, hey, dear God, I know I haven't talked to you since football season, okay? But you know I'm a good person. I'll give it all back, I promise. With that fucking, the radio, that shibada, habada. I hate that noise. And this shit going on. My wife hates that I call him bitch ass Kevin. Like, she's all impressed with his bullshit. She's like, what makes him a bitch ass? Why? Because he went to college and reads and has his parents? I'm like, yeah. He was just a suspect dude, man. Any guy knows what I'm talking about. Like, you sit across from dudes, you know. Like, there's a dude that would press charges and shit. You know what I mean? Like he's the type of dude that would like use the steps to get in a pool. Bitch ass Kevin. Fucking hoe. Bring his sweater to the movies and shit because he gets chilly. Bitch ass. No. Bitch ass Kevin has sex with the lights off and shit because he's got body issues. Fucking hoe. He underlines words and greeting cards and shit just for the emphasis. Bitch ass Kevin. He's staying sideways in pictures. He saves the wrapping paper. Fuck that bitch. He can sleep while his girl drives. By the way, ladies, if you're married, it doesn't count. If you're married, both of you are hoping you die. But ladies, if you're dating a dude and for some reason you end up driving and he's fucking snuggling, whatever, cut that motherfucker. That dude is gonna let you die in any scenario. He does not have your well-being in mind. If any more pop in my head while we're going. All right, so now the check comes. And I have to pay, by the way, because my buddy paid last time we went out. And ladies, there's a little charade that goes on. That like my buddy knows I paid, but he's reaching his pocket looking at me going, motherfucker, right? And I'm not gonna have bitch ass Kevin pay with Phil. You know, they're kids. It was awful. That check was awful. It was the worst. I don't even want to tell you how much it was. I'm just gonna let you know I missed a car payment and I left starving. Well, bitch ass Kevin's wine and they were ordering it's a caricature plate or whatever. It was like a block of wood with like a prosciutto and had buffalo mozzarella. Had 5 olives. I got to eat 2. I forget what it's called. What is it? Charcuteries? Charcuterie? That fucking thing. Dude, I was gonna, honestly, it was like $70. I was gonna just take home the block of wood. So now we get in the car, okay? I picked up, oh, by the way, when the check dropped, the feminist chick, yeah, it's pretty convenient. Phil didn't reach in her fucking wallet once. So, her chain wallet, she didn't open her chain wallet once. All right, so now we get in the car, and I thought the night went great, right? I had to pick the check up, I planned it, right? And in my mind, I thought it went so good that, like, I thought my wife would just take my root out right there and just shine me up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all happy and shit. Like, I'm waiting for my accolades. I'm like, I'm like, we had a good time tonight, didn't we? I mean, the restaurant was okay. I wish I could have ate the food the way it comes, but, you know, whatever, as long as you're happy, you know? Then they give you the look like, you think? You really think we had a good time tonight? Yeah? No? Honey, what's wrong? I could tell by your tone. Something's bothering me. You really don't know? Are you serious? You really don't know what you did? Then here comes the fucking report card. First of all, let's just start with how you eat, okay? We are in a nice restaurant for once. You have your face in the plate, you're shoveling food in your mouth, you sweat, it's disgusting. And the things you say, you don't even hear what comes out of your mouth? I'm like, look, I knew I messed up with the Somalian shit. I'm not even talking about that. I go, well, what did I say wrong? Your best friend said he gained weight, and you said, yeah, you did, you fat fuck. You look like you ate your old self. Now, why would you say that to him? I go, because he's a fat animal, and he kept eating all the tapas, or whatever that shit's called. And he's my best friend. That's what men do. Ladies, that's what men do. That's how we bond. You understand? We argue, we bond. I try to explain that to my wife, right? Like, we shit on each other. Like, if you have a physical disability, shitty job, that becomes your nickname. You know what I mean? Like, guys are bonding when we're making fun of each other. So when we're in each other's face, we shit on each other, but when we're gone is when you talk your boy up. See, women... That's why you got no friends. So I'm like, baby, you know we make fun of each other. That's what we do. I mean, you kept calling me Joaquin Phoenix. But you know, it's just fun. Well, you should do that on your own time, okay? We're in a nice restaurant for once. It was fucking embarrassing. Did you see his wife's face when you said that? And that's the other thing. When we don't know what you're talking about, you like to trump charges up. I'm like, what are you talking about? She looked like she was gonna cry. There was an old couple next to us. She heard you say that. She almost choked on her food and died, the old lady. The waiter was afraid of you because all you do is yell when you talk so you don't stutter. I'm just over all of it. And then she stares at the window, all dramatic and shit. And as a guy, you're like, what the fuck just happened? And they're all like over dramatic. You ever see them with the fucking face? They're always... Like you can hear the music in their head. With that face, you ever see the face? That why did I choose him face? That I could have done so much better than a 40-something-year-old stuttering, yelling, unibrow comedian face. And ladies, when you're in that zone, when you're in the passenger seat, you know, we're afraid of you. Okay? Because we know it's not over. We just know you're just coiled. Ready to strike at us, you know? So we're just sitting there, because we know whatever happens now on the ride home, whatever it is, it could rain. But because we're behind the wheel, it's our fault.